They did not forget her. They chose to erase her.
Every trace of her name had been deliberately erased. This was not damage, this was control over memory. In daylight, the truth becomes harder to see. The sun flattens everything into silence.
But when light changes, the stone begins to speak.
Shadows reveal what brightness cannot hold.
The carvings were never fully destroyed. They were only made invisible to the wrong light. Under shifting flame, depth becomes visible again.
A name begins to form slowly, piece by piece.
Not fully clear, but impossible to ignore.
It appears, then slips away again. As if the wall itself is undecided. As if something resists being seen.
The pattern is not random, it is deliberate.
The removal followed the shape of her identity.
Every erased line still follows its original path.
This was not destruction. It was suppression.
A controlled attempt to silence a presence.
And yet, the silence is incomplete.
Something continues to push through. Something refuses to stay hidden.
Not alive, but not gone either.
Suspended between presence and absence.
Her name begins to return.
Not in full, but enough to be recognized. Enough to be remembered again.
Enough to question what really happened.
Enough to disturb what was meant to be final.
It's never just about removing a queen.
It was about rewriting reality itself.
About controlling what future generations would see.
About deciding who deserved to exist in memory. And who did not.
But memory is not easily controlled.
It adapts, it hides, it waits.
It finds new ways to surface.
even through stone and silence. Even through destruction.
The wall does not lie. It only waits to be read.
And under the right light, it tells the truth.
She was not forgotten. She was made unreadable.
And now she is being read again.
Not as history, but as something returning. Once seen, it cannot be unseen.
The image remains, even when the wall is empty.
It repeats without needing to appear.
The wall is silent, but the mind is not. It is no longer on the surface. It is within you. This was never about removing the past.
It was about changing how it could be seen.
The past remains, but not for everyone.
Only those who have seen it can see it again. And those who have not never will. The desert keeps its silence, but not its secrets. What was hidden was never truly gone. It only waits for the right moment to be seen. In daylight, it disappears again. But once you have seen it, you never stop seeing it. The wall shows nothing, and that is the design. What cannot be read cannot be remembered. But some things refuse to be forgotten. Not because it exists, but because it was seen. And now, it remains with you. History was not broken, it was edited. What was removed still shaped what remained. Erasure leaves a pattern of its own. Even silence can preserve a name. And ruins remember differently than people do. You can destroy the image, but not the imprint. The rest survives only inside the witness. That is how a queen vanishes without ever leaving. Not lost to time, only hidden from the eye. And once you know how to read it, it never disappears again.